Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today radio show. Also, you can see this video version on YouTube channel, Take Your Life Back Today show. Beautiful Monday morning. May God bless each and every one of us out here today and in my audience. You should never ignore these 5 relationship red flags. We've probably seen them many times, but maybe there are things about your significant other that make you uneasy, but you explain them away. You come up with excuses. Don't do that with these. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in our excitement of something new, we lose sight of what's best and healthy for our lives. This can mean overdoing it with exercise regimen or diet. It can mean missing important details about our new job, and it can most certainly relate to our relationships. The lure and sparkle of partnership can blind us to areas of incompatibility or relationship red flags. While personality, quirks, or bad habits can be overlooked or change over time, there are some red flags that should not be ignored, as they might be indicative of more serious, even dangerous concerns. Relationships can make us want to explain away or even deny uneasy feelings, but these red flags should never be ignored. Number 1 is your partner is quick to become angry, yell, or throw things. Everyone gets angry sometimes. It's the frequency and the severity of your partner's reaction that should act as a guide for your concern. Expressing anger, even by yelling, can release tension, frustration, and pain, if done in a safe manner. But it should not be used as a method of control in any situation. Using anger to install fear in another is unacceptable behavior in any relationship. Pay attention to the direction of your partner's anger and where it's directed. Are you a recipient of a barrage of nasty words? Are you expected to absorb the negativity even if you've had nothing to do with the situation? Are you often blamed for your partner's horrible moods? Does your body ever register fear when your partner erupts? If you are answering yes to any of these questions, you may need to take a step back from the situation to observe your partner's patterns and objectively witness them. Look for common triggers and consistent reactions. Bring the issue to light through calm, assertive conversations when you're both in a good mood, and see if the issue can be remedied. If you discover it cannot be fixed, removing yourself from that relationship may be the best thing for your mental and spiritual well-being, maybe even your physical safety. Number 2, your partner shows signs of secretive behaviors or excessive lying. This is a fact. You cannot have a healthy relationship without honesty. This is a non-negotiable component of the strong partnership. If your partner seems as if they're up to no good, they very well might be up to no good. If your partner seems to keep you compartmentalized from certain areas of their life, this might be a red flag for dishonesty. Similarly, on a regular basis, your partner refuses to discuss other aspects of their day, keeping details of their whereabouts or activities from you. This could be an indication of a greater problem. If they are unwilling to share even the most benign details of their life with you, how are you to connect on a more intimate level? Not to mention what exactly are they hiding? Now, there's a difference between being a private person and being a secretive person. Perhaps your partner likes to have an hour or two of quiet after work, maybe texts going, or maybe they don't like to have it late at night. These might be signs of a person who, sets standards to have time alone, like I like to have time alone to read the Bible. Number 3, your partner shows drastic, sudden changes in their behavior and their mood. Maybe you found a relationship that worked in all right ways. The two of you are compatible, have a strong network of friends, have great intimacy, and genuinely enjoy each other's companies. Life and love is good. If all this feels goodness seems to vaporize overnight, you have a red flag. There are 100 reasons your partner's personality can shift, even dramatically. Before diving into the bottomless pool of worst case scenarios, decide if an event has flipped their world upside down. Did your partner lose a job recently? Is there an illness in the family or a sudden tragic event that may have spun their insides into a knot of stress? Trauma in any form can do crazy things to our sense of well-being. So it's best to tread lightly where you figure out the source. If all the not so horrific scenarios are ruled out, listen to your gut. It's indefinitely a possibility. Are there other warning signs of unfaithfulness, maybe with sudden changes in their moods? Again, shift in mood can mean many things, but they are undoubtedly a red flag for a bigger problem. Number 4 this morning, my friends, your partner shows signs of extreme possessive behavior. I see this. I recently saw it. There is such a thing as taking a healthy interest in your partner's life. Whether you live together or not, basic, how was your day? What did you do today? Conversation is perfectly normal and expected. If your partner's interest in your day-to-day activity seems a little much, it may cause for concern. Some of the earliest red flags of an abusive relationships begin with seemingly harmless questions. If your partner's gentle, how was your day, turns to much more invasive questions like, who were you with today? Or what time did you get home? Or what time did you go to the store? And what time did you get home from there? And maybe even what time did you leave the store before you went somewhere else? He may be exhibiting overly possessive behaviors. If these types of interactions are coupled with overcommitment to knowing your whereabouts, they check up on you at work, arrives unannounced to wherever you might be, or calls or texts excessively, guilts you into staying home, isolates you from friends or family, you may be putting yourself in a dangerous situation and should reach out to a trusted friend or family member, anyone that you feel safe with, and let them know that you might be in jeopardy. You might also want to get in hold of Victims Resource Center. Last but not least, number 5, your partner doesn't say, I'm sorry. While this may not seem like a big deal as the previous red flags, the inability to say I'm sorry to a partner can have a far-reaching repercussions. If your partner refuses to apologize when he or she has done something wrong, this is a red flag for perception of inequality in the relationship. This inequality can be interpreted 2 ways. Sorry about the train coming in the background. However, your tasks will be to uncover why before you can address the issue. In the first scenario, an inability to say I'm sorry can be a way for your partner to project dominance or superiority in your relationship. When faced with a problem, your partner will unload responsibility to anyone other than him or herself. They'll talk around the issue instead of addressing the issue in a direct manner. They storm off to avoid confrontation only to return later as if nothing happened. These are all red flags, my friends, and by accepting this behavior, you send a message that this is acceptable, that you don't deserve honesty, that you don't deserve to have a partner that is equal to you in a partnership. In the second scenario, I speak from experience there. There are times when technology has deep, nasty roots of inaccuracy. Apologetics are an admission of guilt, which is essentially saying, I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. It's true, but to expose yourself in such a way with the one you love leaves you open to a criticism, rejection. It wasn't until an ex has brought my conspicuously absent apologies to my attention that I even recognized the problem. After many, many conversations and a whole lot of practice, I've learned to apologize when I'm wrong, even when it hurts, like him. For people that know me know that I'm very transparent, very open about myself, and that is the change. Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together, you and I, we can help each other take our lives back. Be good to yourselves, and always, always, always be good to each other. A simple smile to the neighbors around you can change their life. It can help you change your life. Always remember that red flags have meaning. If you see these red flags in your relationship, it's time to move on. Don't be a victim of an abusive relationship, whether it's